Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Pink Sky Tarot. I'm Elle. Special hello to my subscribers. Thank you so much for being here. And if you are new here, please come join us. Also be sure to check me out on Instagram as I do daily guidance posts over there that you're not going to see here. And if you're interested in booking a personal reading with me, I'm available for those now. So just send an email to pinkskytarot@gmail.com and I'll send you the information. My email address and Instagram handle are down in the description box. Also, thank you to anyone that has booked with me in the past. I really appreciate, your support and trusting me to guide you in your journey. I'm so sorry that this video is coming out so late. As I mentioned in my video yesterday, I've started 2 part-time jobs. One I started this week, and the next one I will start next week. So my schedule is going to be busier, but this channel is still very important to me. So I'm going to try my best to post videos at least 5 days a week. And if I miss a day, I'm very sorry. But if you don't get a video like in the morning, then that probably means it's going to be towards the very end of the day. And I'm on Pacific Coast time, so I'm sorry for you East Coasters if this is just like a super late video. But it will always be there for you in the morning, right? Alright, as you see from the title of this video, we are going to talk about what's going on with the Divine Masculine and his karmic. Okay? A lot of readers will not talk about karmics because they feel like it brings in the bad juju or that karmics are very toxic. I personally don't believe that. Karmics are just people like you and I. They have soulmates. They're not always, some of them have soulmates. Some of them might even have twin flames. Some of them, they're just people that are also in a mismatched relationship, just like your Divine Masculine is, okay? Some karmics are toxic. Some karmics are manipulative. Some karmics are bad. Some of them are, not all of them are. The reason why you don't want to harbor any negative energy towards your Divine Masculine's karmic is that's just bad negative energy that you're carrying around. And you don't want to carry around negative energy because you are thinking poorly about somebody else. And also remember that your Divine Masculine's karmic is not the reason he's not in a relationship with you. Okay, the karmic is an excuse. The karmic is someone that he's probably codependent on, and it's just an excuse to not face what he needs to heal in order to be in a relationship with you. So if you're blaming the karmic for your masculine not being in a relationship with you, remember that it's your Divine Masculine's journey and he's the one that has to make these choices, and it's not the karmic's fault. Sometimes the karmics, of course, can make the Divine Masculine's decision to leave much more difficult, especially if your Divine Masculine's karmic happens to be a very difficult person. But again, at the end of the day, it's the Divine Masculine's own responsibility to make the choice to end that relationship, heal himself, and then come to you, okay? So I just kind of wanted to put that out there because I know that this is one of the most difficult twin flame situations, is when your Divine Masculine is in a karmic relationship, especially if he's married with children. It's just a really hard situation for the Divine Feminine to be in. And also Divine Feminines, if your masculine has children with his karmic, you don't want to have negative energy towards her, because then that's setting a bad example for the children, okay? Because eventually if he has children with her, you're going to have some sort of relationship with that karmic. Okay, she's going to be in your life because he has children with this person. So you don't want to have, you don't have to like her, you don't have to be friends with her, you just don't want to have negative energy towards her, okay? Or him, because not all Divine Masculines are male, but for the sake of simplicity, that's how I'm going to be referring to it. And as I've mentioned in other videos, karmics are also not always physical people, but for the purpose of this video, it's going to be a person. I'm going to link a video in the description box for you if your Divine Masculine is in a karmic relationship and you're having a very difficult time with it. It's called Let's Talk About Karmics, and it kind of breaks down the purpose of the karmic and some advice for you as the feminine in this situation. Okay, I'm sorry for the very long intro and spiel, but I know firsthand how difficult it is for you as the feminine to see your divine masculine in a karmic relationship, and he's having a hard time leaving. And that's just one thing that the feminine has to learn to overcome, is to just kind of let that go and let him take care of it on his own. Okay. I'm not going to do karmic videos very often either, okay? Just maybe once a month, because it's not, even though I don't believe that it brings in negative energy or whatever, you don't want to focus on what the divine masculine is doing with his karmic. It's not really any of your business. Okay. But I know sometimes it can help to have a little bit of insight, which is why I don't mind doing them occasionally. Okay, so what is going on with the divine masculine and his karmic? They're actually telling me, let's see if I can get it. They're actually telling me to use these ones first. What is going on with the divine masculine and his karmic? So just what I was talking about, children. Children has been coming up in the videos quite a bit lately. So a lot of these divine masculines have children with their karmic. Okay, that's just how it is. You know, and that makes it even more difficult for them to leave when they have children with them. All right, so calling in your soulmate and retreat. The biggest message I'm getting is that the masculine and his karmic went on some sort of retreat. They spent a weekend together, and it made him realize that that karmic is not the person he wants to be with. They were trying to have like some intimate time, and it like just wasn't meshing. So there's another card in this deck called honeymoon, and for me, like, honeymoon is a step above the retreat. Honeymoon, it's not always a literal honeymoon, but honeymoon is like a very emotional, loving, romantic vacation. Okay, they went on a retreat. I think they tried to have a honeymoon type vacation, and it just didn't work out, and it's making the divine masculine realize that this karmic person is not who they want to be with. So it's like that one-on-one time that he spent with her made him realize that he wants to get out of this. He still has his children in his mind, but if you saw the video I posted yesterday, very important, go watch it. The masculines were realizing that staying in a relationship because of the children is a bad idea. Okay, and if you watched the video yesterday, this was a strong message, and there was a very strong sense of urgency that came through with the masculines, that he really wanted to talk to his feminine. So if you didn't watch yesterday's video, I would go watch it. But yeah, the strongest message I'm getting is that the masculine and his karmic went on a vacation, a getaway together, and it just made him realize that she's not the person he wants to be with. And so this deck doesn't have twin flames. So when you say soulmate, since this is a twin flame reading, that's what he's talking about. Now he realizes that he wants to be with his feminine, and that the karmic is just not for him. Okay, so what's going on with the masculine and his karmic? Ooh, expect powerful change. All right, if you watched yesterday's video, you'll probably understand what this is about, but there are some big changes coming in the dynamic between the karmic and the divine masculine. Okay. I really like the consistency that's coming in from yesterday's video and today's. All right, what's going on? What do you need to release? The masculine knows it's time to release this karmic. It's time to release this relationship, and it is time to move on. I'm going to tilt this down just a little bit there. And it's time to move on to something else, most likely his feminine. But let's see. Let's get some more information. And the releasing of the karmic is not just saying I want a divorce or I want to end this relationship. It is also energetically releasing them. So even if they end the relationship in the 3D, they still have to do some 5D healing, maybe some cord cutting, but they just need to like learn how to let that person go. So if they went on this retreat, weeks ago, and the divine masculine has already left, he's probably in the process of energetically releasing her, which is bringing in some powerful change, not only in the 3D from the change in the dynamic of the relationship, but in the 5D as well for him spiritually. I feel like weight lifted was the word that I heard. Okay, So what's going on with the masculine and his karmic? What is going on with the masculine and his karmic? There we go. Patience. I feel like maybe the karmic didn't react very positively to this dynamic change in the relationship, and so he is trying to be patient with her and let her take it in. That's a very good thing for your masculine to do, because that's loving energy, right? I think he's also being patient with himself, because the masculines care about their karmics. Okay, they don't want bad things to happen to them. They want to make sure their karmic, everything ends on good terms. But yeah, I think the masculine is having patience with himself, because I think if you saw the video yesterday, there was a real sense of urgency from the masculine. So I think he's trying to have some patience with himself and with the karmic, and just letting her process the change. Okay, and then we have memories. I feel like this is the karmic bringing up a lot of memories, maybe trying to convince the masculine to stay, because she's talking about their life and all the things that they have. But I feel like the masculine is thinking about all the reasons why this relationship doesn't work. All right, they're telling me one more mermaid card. Let's see if we can get one more. One more, please, from the mermaids. And if the masculine, if he's sad that his karmic relationship is ending, let him be sad. It's sad. It's a significant relationship that's ending. Just because he knows it's not a good relationship, or the relationship that he wants to be in, for the rest of his life, doesn't mean that it's not sad. So I think he's processing some feelings, and there's probably good memories there too for the masculine. All right, light. Earlier I heard the phrase weight lifted, so I feel like the masculine coming forward to his karmic and saying that I don't want to be in this relationship anymore is bringing the masculine towards the light. He's had that weight lifted, he's coming out of the dark, and he's starting to feel better. Especially if your masculine went through a dark night of the soul. So what I'm feeling is some of them went on a retreat, on a vacation with their karmics, and then when they came back, they went through a dark night of the soul, and then they're coming out of the light, and they're telling their karmics that they're ready to get out of this relationship. That's what I was hearing. That's not, remember, this is a general reading, guys, so that's not going to be for everybody. That was just the message that came through. For some of them, just saying the words, I want a divorce, or I want to end this relationship, was a weight lifted, and that they're coming towards the light here. Okay. What is going on with the masculine and his karmic? Okay. So we have 9 of Wands. Everything is fine in reverse. This is a card that's special to this deck. Similar to 10 of Wands. I'm sorry, 10 of Swords, but it's a little different. What is going on with, there we go, the masculine and his karmic? Queen of Cups. Boy. Okay. So, with this 9 of Wands, I feel like he's done trying to push this relationship along. He's tired of persevering all the time. When you're trying to push forward a relationship, or anything, it just gets to be exhausting, and I think that he's kind of done doing that. And I think he's ready to persevere and put his energy into something else. I think that he is switching gears here with where he's running towards. It's like he was dragging this relationship along, trying to make it work, just telling himself it was a rough patch and they were going to move along. And I think he's realized that it's not a rough patch, it's just rough. And he's ready to persevere in a different direction. That's what I heard. He's like changing directions. Like he's still pushing forward and moving and trying to move on with his life, but instead of like dragging this relationship along, he's ready to run towards something. That's what I'm getting from this. All right, with this everything is fine card in reverse, he's tired of pretending like everything is okay. He's tired of acting like he's happy husband, partner, father, whatever his role is in this relationship. He's tired of pretending like everything is okay. And I think that's what he's told his karmic. He's like, everything is not okay. We're acting like everything is fine, but we don't really talk about anything important, and we just kind of live as roommates and just exist in the same space. For some of you, not all of you. But I think he's just tired of pretending like everything is okay. You know, especially in front of other people. It's really difficult when you're in a marriage or significant relationship, especially if you have children and things inside the house are just not good, and then you have to go out in the world and act like everything is fine. And he's tired of pretending like everything is fine. With this Queen of Cups, as soon as I turned it over, I heard, I don't love you anymore. So, yeah, that's a pretty harsh thing, but I feel like that's what he's saying to her, and maybe she said it back to him. I don't know, but I feel like it caused the karmic to retreat. She's pulled back her energy. I think it might have come to a shock for some karmics. Even if the relationship isn't good, it still can sometimes be a surprise that it's actually coming to an end. So that's what I felt with this card. He told her he doesn't love her anymore. Oh my goodness, Divine Masculines. That's some intense energy. Okay, so what's going on with the masculine and his karmic? Oh yeah. Tower moment. I think that's where that I don't love you anymore thing came from. What's going on with the masculine and his karmic? And I think that's what this retreat was. I think that's when he had kind of a breakthrough. Yeah, 5 of Pentacles. Which video was it? I think it was a video I posted a week or so ago, and it was all about the masculines having these huge epiphanies. Okay. What is going on with the masculine and his karmic? So it's like the masculines I think a lot of them just had a light switch on, and they are just trying to get out of these situations as quickly and smoothly as possible. All right, what's going on with the masculine and his karmic? Okay. 4 of Swords. Okay. So again, there has been a breakthrough. There has been a breakdown, I believe, in this karmic relationship. I think the masculine woke up. I think he had that light bulb moment, and he told her, I can't do this anymore. I am ready to leave. Let's get a clarifier, actually, just to see. What is this Tower moment? What is this Tower moment? And with this 5 of Pentacles, that's about making changes in your physical world, like moving things around. So it makes sense. Expect powerful change was the first Moonology card. Why is this Tower here? Okay. So that's what that is. Okay. We have the Empress in reverse and Hermit in reverse. So I feel like, remember I was talking about some of them went through a dark night of the soul. I feel like after this retreat, again, this is general, not for everybody, or whatever moment, whatever thing that woke up the masculine, I think he went into hermit mode, and I think he's come out of hermit mode, and he said, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be in this relationship anymore. So he was in hermit mode for a long time, and then he came out of it so he could speak his voice. And I think it's because he feels the absence of his Empress, of his divine feminine. He's tired of feeling that absence. So with this Five of Pentacles, that's making changes in your physical world. When you're emotionally, mentally, spiritually drained, you have to make changes in your life. Or I mean, I guess you can't go on like that forever, but this being in the upright and the masculine having this breakthrough with the Tower, and then this expect powerful change card, I think he's like actually making changes in the real world here. And with this Four of Swords, this goes back to this mermaid card that says patience on it. I think if the masculine could just run to the courthouse and sign a paper, you know, if he's getting divorced, or if he could just, you know, say I want out and then move out that minute, I think he would do it. But he's understanding that it is, even though he stated it, even though he says he wants out and he's working on it, it's still a process. Okay, if you have to get divorced, you have to go through the court system. You know, there's always a waiting period. So this could be what he's in. He's in the waiting period, waiting for the court date so he can sign the papers. Or if they just live together, he might have to wait for a lease on the house or an apartment to end before he can physically move out. So I feel like the masculines have said it, that they're done and they went out. But whatever process has to be completed is where he's in right now. So he's trying to be patient. The sense of urgency I got yesterday was very intense. So he's trying really hard to be patient, and he knows he has to wait for a court date or a lease to end or a new place to open up or whatever it is. So I think he stated it. I think he's made the first major steps of getting out of this relationship, but he has to wait for something, for some sort of process to end before he can actually move forward to his divine feminine. Alrighty, I'm going to ask him real quick, what does he want to say to his divine feminine about his karmic? What does he want to say to his feminine, his divine feminine, about his karmic? Temperance in reverse. What does he want to say to his divine feminine about his karmic? Queen of Swords. You'll know why I'm laughing when I explain it. Okay, one more, please. Oh, okay. Well, we got 3 more, and I normally would not take this many, but Justice was the card that came out on top. It's very important. And then we have the Moon underneath, which is the feminine energy, and then we have this Knave of Wands, which I'll get to that in a minute. All right, so I think with this, I think he's saying, I woke up, I was not balanced, I was avoiding coming together with you, but I don't want to be in this temperance and reverse energy anymore. I don't want to be unbalanced. I don't want to feel the separation anymore. Because if you look at this card in the upright, she has these 2 cups. So what's the 2 of cups? That's the soulmate coming together in union card. So that's what this represents on here. So he's like, I'm tired of us being apart. I'm tired of not being in union. I want to feel balance and happiness and at peace. I don't feel that right now, but I'm tired of feeling that. And this is almost like an apology too, that he's saying, I'm sorry I've made you wait for so long, and I can understand your impatience, because now he feels that impatience. He feels that like drive to get out of that relationship so he can be with his feminine. So he's like, I feel how you felt. You've been like waiting for me to get out of this relationship, and I'm very sorry that I made you wait for so long, but now I feel that sense of urgency and that impatience that you've felt all this time. But this made me laugh because Queen of Swords, what does she do? She cuts things out. She gets rid of things. So he's saying, I've cut my karmic out. I am getting rid of her. Not in a bad way, but he's ending the relationship, and he's removed her from his everyday life. And he's saying, justice will be served to you, my divine feminine. This is a card about divorce. This is about going to court. balancing the scales. So that's why I kept this stack here, because that's a very important message and it fits right along with what I was saying. And of course, if your masculine is not literally married, but he just has to end a significant relationship, it's the same thing. It's like the ending of the relationship. But yeah, justice is about going to court. Sometimes if you're masculine, even if they're not married, maybe they own a house together, or they still have children together, so they have to work out child support or figure out who's going to own what. So there still could be like court documents or some sort of legal papers that need to be signed if he has to, you know, remove his name from a mortgage or something like that, you know. And then that's the divine feminine energy. I feel like with this calling in the soulmate and the way these dogs are kind of looking up at the moon here, I feel like it's the masculine being drawn into his feminine. That's what I got from that. And then with this Knave of Wands reverse, I feel like that's that sense of urgency, and he's suppressing it because he doesn't want to come forward to his feminine before he's totally ready. So he's like holding back the urge to come tell her what he's doing because he wants to make sure that everything is sorted out and proper before he comes to his feminine. All right, guys. That was a really great reading. So in the description box, I will link the Let's Talk About Karmics video. So if your masculine is in a karmic relationship and it's very difficult for you, I would watch that video because it has some great information in it. And then I think I'm also going to link yesterday's video because the messages from this reading and yesterday's reading are very similar. And if this one is resonating with you, yesterday's might also. Okay. All right, guys. I will see you guys later. Bye.